Hey everyone, Kyle from Pixelwave. Today I wanted to show you guys how to pull out texture maps or materials from Substance Painter that are tileable and get them into 3ds Max. Sometimes we don't have time or don't care or don't need to UV something and do custom maps. We just need a good material to pull out. If you have Substance, you've got a material library that you can download infinite materials from and pull them out and use them in our projects. We pull them out of the 3D assets area here. It used to be called Source. No longer is. So how do we do that? File, open sample, tiling material. I found this a long time ago and they've just keep it. It's got some basic layers in here and we'll just get rid of all of these. I found a good material to do this on. It's called natural rock, but this could be done with any material. I'm using natural rock because I want to show you a good way to remove repeating patterns in something like this rock, where something like wood would be pretty easy to work with. But that's it. I mean, at its minimum, if we just wanted a tileable texture, this is it. It tiles it. Let me see if I can show you these. Oh, here you go. Okay, so you can kind of see it. Let me get rid of this. You can kind of see that this center area is the texture that we're going to get out, and then you can see it repeating on all sides, which is cool to see. So let me put this back. So this middle section is what we're going to get out. The good thing about seeing the other repeats is we see these repeating things here. Let's say we want even more stashed into, let's say, a larger texture, so everything compressed inside. And let's say if we did 2 repeats here, we're going to get some of this repeating like bad. We don't want that. So let me show you. This is why I use this texture. Let me show you how to get rid of that. We need to copy the material, and then we're going to offset it. So if I offset it up and down from our viewport and then left and right a little bit, and then throw a rotation in. The one thing we need to do is the height information is going to come through because it's like a pass-through mode. So we're going to say height, we're going to switch this to ledge to normal, and we're going to say normal to normal as well. So what's happening is it's overriding the height and the normal data below it. It's not combining the two, because then you'll still get what looks like depression in your texture that you're trying to paint over. It'll make sense in a sec here. So we'll do black mask, add a paint, and then let me get rid of these. These are bugging me now. Okay. We just paint over them. So gone. Look at that. That's crazy. Gone. And it looks natural too. I mean, it doesn't. So you then get into other repeatings, so we got to kind of be careful. You can even do this a third time, add a black mask. Where is it? Oh, back up here. Go back down. Up, down, one of those. Rotate it more. And then we can paint out, add a paint. Paint out more of these if you want. And it just kind of continues to add more and more micro variation so this texture can be used in a larger format. That's it. That's really it. Super easy. So from there, we just export. I showed you guys how to do that before. Let me go ahead and I'll kick this out into my library. Just make sure to remember, one, if you haven't seen the video on how to get maps, how to set up Substance Painter to get maps into 3ds Max using Corona, I have a special preset that I created myself to use the new physical materials within 3ds Max, and that's this one here. So check out the video prior that I made. I'll try to remember to put it in the description. Call me out if I forgot. So we'll do that, and then we'll say export. Actually, I'll do, that's fine. Export. Ding! Let's go over to 3ds Max. Okay, we are in Max. We have our shader ball. We have our maps. I'm going to move the maps over on this side, and I'll work on the left because it does take up quite a bit of room. All right, so we have this metal material set up. I'll have to do a material video on this. So let's just kill that. And actually, let's just do a whole new material. So I'll show you guys this real quick. I've got a whole nother video on it, so I don't want to go into too much data or information. So diffuse and base, height and normal. We'll kick down here. Corona, where are you at? Normal. So boop in there, boop in there. And then this goes into base bump. Height we could use in displacement, which maybe I'll show you afterwards. We need to gamma correct the normal map. Roughness goes in. This needs to be gamma corrected. I'm running ACES, so we're going to do, instead of sRGB, raw. If you are still running, what is it, gamma, you would switch down here gamma to 1.0 instead of 2.2. Check out my ACES video. It does a pretty good job at giving us more color out of our render. So I know it's difficult to sometimes change workflows, but I think it's worth it in the end. Same thing with IOR. That's going to go to a raw color space. And then this doesn't look funky. If it looks faceted, it's generally your normal map. Boop, 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 boop. That's not good. And then IOR kind of looks funny. If I just go back, it looks really, really shiny. So that's kind of how you know that the IOR is messed up. And what does reflection look like? Hey. What does reflection look like? Or roughness, sorry. If I go to sRGB. Yeah, it just looks more shiny than it should. So anything shininess is roughness and IOR related. Anything faceted would be the normal map itself. So let me switch this back. We'll say down to raw. Okay, let me pull this over. So that's it. I'm just going to apply it to this. And then what we'll do, apply it to the top two. This actually has UVs on it, but let's say, oh, there's just a cylindrical map. So easy, procedural, right? And then I have a cap on it too to take care of the top. Otherwise the top would look all pointed. But let's take a look at what this looks like. There you go. You can do this with any material, woods, metals, pull them right out of Substance Painter. There's, I don't even know how many at this point. Let's see. Oh, if I go back. I mean, it's ridiculous how much there is. 15,000. So right now, today, if you have Substance Painter, you have access to 15,000 tileable textures. And on top of that, if you wanted to go a little crazy, you could add displacement and add some water in and kind of zhuzh them up a little bit in Painter and then just pull them out. And then you have these material libraries that I see commercials for all the time, where if you have Substance Painter, you're paying for the library. Might as well use it. And like, this just goes on. So craziness. All right, that's it for me. Throw any questions down in the comments if you guys have them. I'll do my best to check them out. Check out the ACES video, moving from Gamma color space to ACES. I have a video on that. You'll get a lot more color out of your renders. Also check out the Substance Painter to 3DsMax to Corona render engine, and it'll show you how to set up special presets for Substance Painter to get everything out and into the new physically based material. All right, that's it for me. Hope you guys have a good night. See you in the next one. Bye.